Hello everybody, here's my next video. It's a stupid topic if you ask me, but I'm going to talk about it anyways. This one's about a plane that crashed on a runway of all places. Don't ask me how that happens, but it happened. So, the display of audacity as an error in a report is causing an airline or company to consider suing a broadcast station after it goofed on the names of the pilots in the pit of the plane. The error is certainly hard to trace, as it was an inexperienced intern who approved them, and that intern most probably didn't realize that the names phonetically spelt out would sound something along the lines of something wrong and we too low. Of course, spelt as if they look like a name, so if you don't actually pronounce them, it's easy to miss, and an inexperienced intern is not going to probably check for this type of things. So now I think this airliner has taken it a step too far in attempting to sue the broadcasting station of KTVU. Why, you ask? I mean, it's just a simple error that was made. Why does that mean that we have to play little kindergarten games of the other side getting mad and wanting to sue over something so trivial? I mean, they just reported on the names that were given to them. And you can go and try to trace all you want, but at the end of the day, an error was made. Why can't you just be a little bit elegant about it, be a little bit respectful to all people involved, and stop trying to point the stupid blame game, whatever nonsense. Just act, I don't know, maybe as mature adults and try to handle this more in a correct way, not giving in to stupidity. I mean, I question why the plane even crashed in the first place. I mean, if these pilots were experienced enough, you think they would have been able to land the plane. The reason I say this is just because I watched some footage where the pilots kept noting about how they were going in too fast, and it didn't seem like they were doing much to correct it, because somebody, from what it sounds like, again, I'm trying not to spread any misinformation myself, but from what I heard, what I understand of the situation, the guy was coming in and he set the auto speed incorrectly somehow, and it came in too fast, so when it hit the runway, it caused all sorts of problems. So the airliner is concerned about the reputation of the pilots, but certainly would they rather not have these names read after the pilots were an instrumental part in crashing the plane in the first place? Now, the news that should have been on the highlight all along was the 3 passengers aboard who were no longer in the realm of the living, as their lives were so hastily taken from them after this error caused true mayhem. Regardless, nobody deserves to lose their life because of this. It's just insane. I mean, makes you wonder what these pilots were up to in the cockpit. Why did they approach the runway going too fast? Anyways, I don't want to mention any particular names, but there were 3 passengers. I would hope that we could respect them and give them maybe a moment of silence at least. To appreciate, the wondrous gift of life. So, my, ending question, whatever you want to look at this as. I'm just wondering why these companies are so quick to jump to wanting to sue outright and not instead respecting and mourning the ones who lost their lives. Are human lives becoming less valuable? That is the main pressing question I have to our modern society, our modern age. Because it just seems that, when you read the headlines on the news or on the internet, the headline seems to read all about the error in these names versus the lives that were lost. Where are our priorities? Excuse me there. Where are our priorities? I think this is somewhat of a reflection upon that. At least the companies involved in writing these articles and whatnot. It's just like, really? What are your priorities? Come on. I'm sick and disgusted by this whole ordeal, and I don't want to talk about it really anymore, but it has to be reported on. It has to be thrown out there because I find it disgusting how these stupid companies are just fighting, bickering back and forth over, well, mainly just one, I don't know, just from what it seems, fighting, trying to sue somebody because of a simple error that was made, and yet they're focusing on that versus the real freaking issues is stupid. Anyways, peace out. Peace out. And I'll see you all.